Hello and welcome to Empyrion Galactic Survival. This is MacLeod bringing you Let's Play experience with how-to tutorials and occasional gaming news. Today we are starting with a new single-player game, and I'm going to navigate the first day in Empyrion for you. Hopefully you will get some good tips out of this. Alright, so we're going to start off with a brand new game. So I am currently in Alpha 4.42. We're going to select New Game. Alright, so it's going to be survival. We're going to start on Akua, because that's where most people will start due to the ease of not having to worry about oxygen. We are going to leave everything pretty much as it is. I prefer the amount of ore in a deposit to be poor, but the deposits being plenty, so I have much more diversity instead of like running out of cobalt and having to search high and low just to find it. I'd rather have a lot of a little bit than a lot of very few. Drone presence is normal, medium on the attack base, and everything else is pretty much normal. And let's go ahead and start that game. All right. So what we're going to start off first is we will be re-entering the atmosphere in a survival pod. And we're going to try to direct this pod as best we can as we're falling to the ground to try to land somewhere near some resources, preferably someplace with iron and cobalt, maybe a little promethium, whatever we can find in there. So we should be loading any second now, any day now. And I might edit this out. Okay. Are you all ready? Because I think here we go. All right. We are flying and flying. Let's see, we found some iron over this way. I think it's on the side of this pad. But we're also looking for some water. There's some copper, iron. Ah, perfect. We're going to head right over here. Hopefully there's not any bases nearby that might blow us up. But this looks pretty good. Got an iron deposit. Oh, look at that. We're already getting experience. Here we go. Alright, I think this is going to work out pretty well. And luckily, when we crash land, we will be fine. We're not going to take any damage or anything. Alright, here we go. And touchdown! Alright, so the very first thing you're going to want to do is get everything out of your survival pod because it's going to disappear. So, with your cursor, point anywhere on the pod, hit your F key, and it'll open up the inventory. In the right corner here, we've got a little take all button, so go ahead and take everything out of this, and you are done with that pod. Now soon it's just going to disappear, so we're not going to worry about doing anything with that. Alright, so now, what do we have here? Okay, so we got some alien stuff. Looks like we got what is this? Alien DNA? No, this is textured plant protein. It's good to eat. So that's some good food. Alright, let's head over to that water. Check out the map by hitting M. And that's off to the right. Okay, so we're going to go this way. Alright, and ooh, these are corn dogs. They are pretty good to eat, but don't eat a whole bunch of them all at one time because you will get sick. Also, there's this plant here called fiber. You're going to need that for various applications, so always pick that up too. Okay, and what do we have over here? We've got more fiber. It's fiberlicious. Corn dogs. And more fiber. And the water. Okay. Well, this place looks pretty interesting. We got a lot of food sources around here. We have water. We have iron. I don't see any drone bases nearby. We'll check the maps. Nothing's come up yet. So this might be a good location to hole up. Alright, so the very first thing we're going to do is, as you can see in the upper right hand corner, we need to place a survival constructor. Let me show you how this works. So, you can hit your tab key, open up your inventory, and you're going to select your survival constructor. Put it into your hotbar along with anything else that you want to use. Like, we'll put the gun there, we'll get some light going on. Emergency O2 generator. And that looks pretty good for right now. We're going to need to, okay, yes. All right, so we're going to select 4, which is I got on the hotkey there on the left, as you can see, and we're just going to place down this constructor. All right, so now we're going to add some materials to it. And currently, we really don't need to carry a lot of this stuff. So what we're going to do is put in power and the pills, oxygen, resources. Yeah. Okay. So now we are going to, let's see, we need to add fuel pack templates. Now when it says add fuel pack templates, that means just go over here to your templates key, and all of this stuff is going to be underneath the components button here. You see we have food, armor, blocks, components. These are, what do they call this? These are devices, and then there's decoration blocks. So under your components, you just want to select fuel pack. Now what it's going to take, if you look on the right, is 10 promethium pellets. Now if you look here on our inventory that we have put inside the constructor, we have 50, so we can make 5 of these. Let's go ahead and make 5. 5. All right. So now you'll notice that nothing is happening. It's because we have to actually turn on the constructor. So in the upper right-hand corner, just click on where it says off, and it'll turn to on, and anything in your construction queue will start to make. Now the other thing that we're going to do is we are going to make, a motorcycle. Now we already have a kit here, so I believe, yes. So if you click on devices, since we have the kit is everything that makes up that motorbike. We could do it through here to make up a construction kit by doing one motor, one pipe, cable, etc. But we already have that kit. So we're just going to go over here, and we're also going to build that motorcycle because it's a good way to start moving around. Now bear in mind, when you have stuff that's in your output, it's still inside your constructor. You need to move it into your inventory to use it. All right, so got motorcycle. We'll go ahead and put that in here. And let's see, what do we have to do next? We've got to place the O2 generator. All right, so I've got that in my hotbar. Let's go over to the water. Oh, actually, it doesn't take water, does it? No, it does not. So we just place this anywhere around here. And what this is going to do is take some of your energy. Oh, by the way, when you have a stack of something, if you right-click and click on it, it moves the whole stack. I mean, if you left-click, excuse me. If you right-click, then you can do half of it. If you have that picked up and moving it around and then click on your right-click, it'll just drop 1. So that's how you can break these up. So what we're going to do is I'm probably going to put 3 in here. Now here's another trick. You can either click these in here, 1, 2, 3, or if you hold down your left shift key while you click on the stack, it'll auto put them in for you, just like that. All right, so our device is on. It's going to start making small O2 bottles, which right now doesn't really matter that much because we're on a planet that has air. Now, speaking of that, if you look in your bottom left-hand corner, you'll see that I've got my helmet on. And let me show you what that looks like. All right, so I got my helmet on. To take the helmet off, you just hit the U key, unless you changed it. So there I am, all red-headed and young-looking. All right, so we're done with that. With the helmet off on a breathable atmosphere, you don't need to use oxygen, but once we build something that goes up into space, or if we want to go down into the water to get stuff that's under the water, then we're going to need that oxygen to resupply ourselves. Okay, so, and that is the base of our start. I'm gonna stop this episode right here because what we're going to do next is hunt for some resources and probably start our next base. Well, thanks for watching, and if you like this video, please hit the like button. Hit subscribe if you'd like to see more, because I'd love to hear some comments from you all. If anybody has any suggestions on this video or anything on this basic tutorial of getting started, let me know. And until next time, this is MacLeod saying good night.